looks like I'm offering a tool. So what it seems to be the case that these busy business owners, they do not want another tool, but they need an outcome. They need a service.
And I think the light bulb that a lot of people haven't clicked with is that AI can help you get the outcome.
AI is going to help you from the productivity standpoint, creating contents and distribution, but you have to fly the plane.
Hey everybody, welcome back to AI with Bry, the show where we're cutting through the noise and helping leaders learn, leverage, and lead with AI. I'm Brian Dunstead, and you can think of me as your Chief AI Officer helping you find your path. Here is something that most AI founders are not going to admit publicly. I think Arun Thachi did. He built an AI marketing product. He got paying customers and then watched half of them never open it. Not because it was broken, but because they were too busy running their business to actually use it. So instead of pretending that that didn't happen, he called it a failure, learned from it, and pivoted into something even better. So I'm proud to welcome Arun to the show here. He's spent over 20 years building digital marketing technology for global brands, including 11 years at Boehringer Ingelheim, the pharma company. And then he left to solve a problem much closer to home. The HVAC owner, the cleaning company, the landscaper who's expected to be a marketer, a salesperson, an SEO expert, and an operator all at the same time, he built a company called Supernilla, an AI marketing team for home service businesses that just got selected to present at the Yale Innovation Summit. So welcome, Arun, to the show. I'm really glad you're here.
Thank you, Brent. Thanks so much for having me.
I am looking forward to this conversation. I want to jump right into the learn segment. So 20 years in enterprise tech, that's close to my heart too, because that's what I've been doing. And then you walk away to build this thing for the home service business, the HVAC guy, the cleaning company. Tell us a little bit more about Supernilla and what made that pivot feel really necessary.
Sure, absolutely. So 18 months ago, which is like the end of 2024, I left my corporate career to start this journey, entrepreneurship journey. Before then, I was doing some projects, leading some innovative projects within the organization, running some AI content strategies and content auto tagging to save a lot of money from the creative standpoint. So when I went into this mode of entrepreneurship journey, I talked to a lot of customers locally. Back then, they are like prospects. The one common theme that I got was like they're so busy with their daily day-to-day jobs, but they don't have time to do marketing. And more often, I receive messages saying that, "Oh, I didn't start this business to do marketing, but I want to do my actual craft." So this is when I saw an opportunity. How can we leverage AI, democratize AI to the small businesses, to the main streets, home services to help them to scale and to kind of compete with franchisees and even at the enterprise level? Um, um, so if you look at it like 2024, I started a AI powered platform, a marketing automation platform called Reach Copilot, which is an self-service marketing platform. I built this tool very well, enterprise grade. I offered it to all the main street businesses. In fact, I won a Shark Tank in my town called Richfield at third place. Everyone kind of excited about using the product. Then I started seeing the data that slowly, gradually decreasing the engagement. And I followed
Mm-hmm.
up. What's happening? They're all paying. They paid for a year, they paid for a month, but engagement was less. Then I called them up. I got a same one theme. I'm super busy. I don't have time to even to log in. This is
Mm-hmm.
when it kind of strike me, oh my God, looks like I'm offering a tool. So what it seems to be the case that these busy business owners, they do not want another tool, but they need an outcome. They need a
Mm-hmm.
service.
That's
This
right.
is when it kind of like a light bulb went into my head and like aha moment. And it was the right timing as well. Then 2026 early agentic AI or 2025 late the agentic AI came into the game. It's kind of started shifting the momentum of instead of being AI being a productive tool, it becomes a service tool, right? Like so this is where like and I started redoing everything from the scratch, rebuild it everything from the scratch. Supernilla born. Supernilla is an AI growth team for home service businesses. I'm starting with cleaning, of course. It'll I'm going after like a complete residential home services. So
Hmm.
what it does, right? Like if you look at the home service businesses, all they want is like they want to get more jobs booked, or so they are on the job, they are kind of managing crews, they get a call, they get a lead, they don't want to miss a lead, right?
Hmm.
Oftentimes people call, for example, I have a leak in the basement. People call, people text, you don't pick up the phone, they go to your competitors. This is the
Hmm.
oftentimes 70% of the leads come to competitors because no one is there to follow up. This is a crucial problem in the home services. This is what my agentic AI is going to solve it in an effective way. So they don't need to hire a marketing person to do growth marketing, to follow ups, and etc.
I love it. It's so well said and such a unique problem that desperately needs to get solved. I unpack it a little bit, and I know you said this on stage. I think I was doing some research on you. Startup Westport, you built the wrong product, and you said it right. They want
Right.
the outcome, and I think the light bulb that a lot of people haven't clicked with is that AI can help you get the outcome, right? Like I'm not just buying another tool or another problem of something that I have to do. Like I am buying the outcome with these tools that AI is going to help us do, right? Because we can't find enough people to do it. We can't train the people. We can't retain the people. And those people come in and they get bored doing that same old rote repetitive thing. The AI is never going to get bored of that, and it's going to do it better than you could train anybody out there, right? So I think I think you've drawn this really nice distinction between AI as a co-pilot versus AI as like the autopilot, right? From advice to action. So, uh, what like help me unpack that for us a little bit. What has to be true for autopilot to really work?
Right. So just to give a little bit of glimpse on that before that, right? Like so
Hmm.
pre-text, I learned that the future of AI for small business is not in SaaS dashboard, right? Like SaaS
That's right.
dashboard, but like
Right.
another AI interfaces. You can put it a wrapper and you can call it as an AI powered, but they're not
Hmm.
looking for the SaaS dashboard. So it's in SaaS service as a software category, right? Like it's a new category, it's a new economy, and new customer experience. AI does the work, user or owner just direct them, just approve, just human in the loop with minimum touch, right? So
Hmm.
what makes it unique? That is the specialization. Imagine you as a plumber, right? Mike doing a plumbing business locally, so busy managing the crews and taking all the emergency calls. You won't be available in laptop. You won't be even available in logging in and checking what's going on. Do I need to take this call or other call? So barely use the phone. So you have to have some kind of a personal assistant or business assistant. Someone needs to be constantly traveling with you wherever you go, saying that, hey, there's some emergency lead came in. Are you gonna take it or are you gonna pass on? If you're
Hmm.
going to take it, you're going to let the lead know or the homeowners know, hey, I'm coming. Can I come in like a 1 hour late? Right. This
Hmm.
conversation has to happen. So this
Hmm.
gives a trust and calmness to the homeowners who's really looking for an urgent fix.
Hmm.
The agentic AI, the difference between the co-pilot and autopilot is like for co-pilot, AI is going to help you from the productivity standpoint, creating contents and distribution, but
Hmm.
you have to fly the plane. You as a pilot has to fly the plane. Whereas in autopilot, AI does all the work for you.
Hmm.
You as a human in the loop, you just verify, yes, I'm doing, yes, this is right, this is not right. Moreover, the full agentic autonomous agentic AI should learn about your behavior as well. It's not only
Hmm.
about your business context, business, I'm executing business operations, but also what is this owner's mindset, behavior, behavioral pattern, what kind of a contents approving, what kind of a jobs taking, declining, right? Like this is the behavior pattern it learns and it improvises, right? Like this is a new term called recursive self-learning, or so this is like an agentic AI constantly learning about the behavior of the person who's using the product, plus
Hmm.
for the performance of the business itself, right? From the business context standpoint. For an example, if you run some growth campaign, whether the growth campaign is performing good or not, where the contents are performing, who's engaging, who's not engaging, and what is the owner's reaction to it, right? This is the
Hmm.
part we need a clone of owner's brain, but
Hmm.
with additional skill sets such as marketing skill set, sales skill set,
Hmm.
and you could hire a person. It will be like expensive in your opex, or you can bring some AI, agentic AI, to scale it up. And this is where you reduce the cost, increase the revenue, and really at the end, you succeed in the local economy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's such an honest take on the situation, especially what you said about trust. Because if you don't build that trust with the client, like that's everything in today's day and age, right? It
Right.
makes me think of the like the Matrix Neo jacking in the new skill set, right? Like it's so true because I see this in the clients I'm working with that you've got to help these clients build that second brain of knowledge about their company, and then you've got to come alongside it with the right marketing skill set, call center skill set, all of those things. So, and I think it's even more common in the enterprise too, because you do the beautiful demo and then it dies in the calendar, right? Like it never gets actioned at that point. So that should be on a poster someplace, right? I think I hope a lot of our listeners really love that point. I want to dive into this leveraging segment, right? So you've set up this great example of the learning thing is really about figuring out the outcomes and figuring out where your product is potentially falling short and how you should pivot your product to the right thing. But you've built this system you're describing as like sensing and planning and creating and executing and measuring and learning, this constant full growth loop, right? um, for a business owner who's out there doing the work, right? What does that look like in practice? And where does AI do that heavy lifting that used to require, say, a whole marketing department? Can you walk us through how you're leveraging AI in a couple more examples?
So absolutely. So the fundamental framework or the bone of Supernilla, or
Hmm.
technically the agentic AI, is based on the SPAM framework, SPAM, sense, plan, act, and measure. So
Hmm.
this is like a loop. Every single interactions, either it processing the data, either it's interacting with their customers, either it's sending out an outreach messages, or you as a owner interacting with your product, finding some information, what is working, what is not working, or some seasonal campaigns that you want to run, or your business is really not going well, and you're looking for some kind of an expertise help from growth marketer to do what to do. So this is what like the agentic AI part come into the play. It senses in every single interactions. You approve a message, you send an outreach, approve a campaign, or your cruise goes out and upload pictures for a social post. It reads every angle and then it senses what's happening. And
Hmm.
then the next part is the planning. Okay, the plan part is actually two tiers, right? Like one is like what is that I know based on the data that I have. What is the intent of the business owner? The business owner could say, I want to get more 10 customers, 10 jobs booked per month. So that means it's
Hmm.
aggressive mode. So based on that, the agentic AI will adapt. And then the next phase is like an act. Then it'll ask for the as an owner, you know what, okay, now I'm going to come up with these kind of campaigns, 14 days or 16 days, you call it as a campaign, or it could be like a campaign strategy. It asks for the approval. Before the approval, it needs a human touch. Before
Hmm.
the acting, we need a human touch. um, uh, Owner will look at it, okay, makes sense, just go like approve. Either owner can do approve in a web app or in a text message, because
Hmm.
every interaction is through text message as well. Once the act is happening and it executes the campaign. So the beauty of agentic AI, especially with Supernilla, is not only executing campaign, but it's two-way interactions. What who's the right customer, right time, right target. So it comes with all four A's to make sure that the campaign is going to be effective and it gives
Hmm.
the expected outcome. For an example, expected outcome could be that like I want to get um, 1,000 leads to my website, or I need like a more conversions. So it based on the goal, based on what is in hand, as based on the data and the
Hmm.
projections, it optimizes it. If campaign is not going well, for an example, if the campaign is scheduled for 14-day period, on seventh day we're still not seeing a progress, agentic AI, the Nila AI will come into the play, asking the owner, "Hey, by the way, the campaign is not going well. Can we change? And this is the change I'm proposing. Would you
Hmm.
agree? Meaning that would you approve or change?" And oftentimes, busy business owners, they do not know what to do. So
Hmm.
most of them they go, but some people they change the strategy. For an example, okay, let me introduce some promotional campaign for spring
Yeah.
season. So these kind of an interactions, learning in every step is very crucial that will lead to the successful outcome.
I agree, and I think I love the concept of spam as the acronym there, because it's exactly what you need to be thinking about as a business owner, is like, what's my goal and how do I help accomplish that? And the goal can shift a little bit, because what you were saying is like, I want 10 more clients this month, and I'm thinking like, okay, so it's more aggressive until it gets to maybe 7 clients, and then once I've got 7, then it's like a little bit like, okay, we're halfway through the month, there's plenty of time, I'll raise the prices, I'll try and get more money while we fill up those last 3 clients for the month or something. Like, so there's a constant learning that it can do each time it's doing it. But I think there's an underlying thing, especially for small businesses, or I mean even big businesses, because I see big businesses failing at this as well, with these 27 deep, phone trees that you have to press the buttons to get to the right person.
Right.
um, is the speed, right? Like, I think I was reading on your Supernilla website, you're following up with the lead in less than 60 seconds, right? What does that speed of response actually like mean for a small business owner's conversion rate, and why does it matter so much?
Glad that you asked this question. Yesterday, I had call with one of the cleaning business owners, which I don't know the person. I
Hmm.
called them up and asked, "Hey, by the way, I'm building something uh, great for business owners like you to get more jobs booked and grow. Would you be interested?" But before you say yes or no, I'd like to ask you only one question. Tell me one challenging problem that you face in your business. Without any delay, the person told me follow-ups.
Hmm. Hmm.
So so imagine, right? Like I have a leak in my basement. I have something going on with my plumbing issues at my home. As a homeowner, I'm not going to go into the website filling up the forms. I'm not going
Hmm.
into the website scrolling and filling up the forms or talking to like 10 different people. Like I want to see who am I seeing in the top three list in the Google search, for an example.
Hmm.
Still
That's
the
right.
Google search is dominant in local service area.
Hmm.
And then I call them up. Whoever picks the phone, the first thing I care about is the availability, right? With this urgency in my mind as a homeowner, I own a home as well. If someone is not picking on the other side or not responding to my text or call, that's not my right business partner. I would go for the
That's
other
right.
person, right competitor. So that's the whole point. That so if I get a text message, right, for an example, you try to book an appointment for a doctor and then you get a text message saying that, hey, thank you so much for calling. Someone nurse will call you, right? You will have a peace of mind, at least on the side. Even the urgency is that, but you still have a peace of mind as a homeowner. The same thing, the immediate follows up helps you to give a peace. The trust building starts there. Like instead of
Hmm.
ignoring your text or a call, we following up with you. Hey, someone will contact you, and then we'll notify your owner. Supernilla will notify owner immediately after the follow up, saying that we got a new lead. Go and talk to them. And
Hmm.
in case if owner is still busy, so we have a multi-step approach, multi-step follows up. Supernilla look at it. Okay, looks like the owner is still busy. I'm gonna send another follow up. So we
Hmm.
have a multi-step follow-ups, not only like saying that, hey, wait, but also asking questions, keeping the conversations going and engaging, keeping the trust. So this follows up is very crucial in home service businesses.
Yeah. And it's something special, I think, because the shift you're describing that I think AI is going to bring to this whole equation is all these companies doing like do it yourself marketing the best that they can. They've got their couple little tools to a true like AI managed growth system. It's not just a product decision anymore. It's a fundamental rethinking of who technology is built for, and I don't think the AI industry is talking about that enough right now. So okay, last segment as we dive into it here, and I want to go a little bit something special here because it's a little bit personal because you have made a couple pivots. You've been in accelerators, you've been in some cohorts. You are one of the few people I know who have stood on stage in a room full of founders and told them what you got wrong, right? And that takes a special kind of courage and leadership in my mind. So AI is being sold to small businesses as a tool But what they need is the system that works, so that but they're not looking for that system, right? So you're building that system. How do you think about leading this mission in a market that's completely flooded with AI noise?
Thanks so much for asking this question. And this is the hard problem I'm trying to solve right now.
Mm-hmm.
More than the market is flooded with AI, it's more about this, especially this home service business markets are like fragmented, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not like a traditional enterprise sales cycle or interactions standpoint. This market is completely fragmented. Everyone uses multiple tools. There's no one organized way. And all these run through the trust and relationships. It's not about someone, some plumber, HVAC person sitting in Ohio trying to sign up digitally. It's not going to happen, never going to happen. So the way it works is that, like, more than a tool, I learned it in a hard way that, like, don't go sell a tool, don't go sell an AI, go sell an outcome. Hey, how much time that you spend on promoting your business, or how much you're spending on marketing, promoting your business, or getting customers. Let me
Mm-hmm.
help you with with less scale, like, I mean, with less human involvement, but same time you have full control. So sell the outcome, don't sell AI. The market is fragmented. It all goes with the trust. So I'm spending lot and lots and lots of time not building, but making these connections, making these relationships, building trust, attending a lot of events, showing up who I am, what I'm doing as a founder. So basically, you cannot build business from your computer. You have to go out and network. You have to go and talk, build the relationships. This applies to any founders. That's what I learned in a hard way, because I
Mm-hmm.
came from the building background. My profession was software engineer. I grew up
Mm-hmm.
in the leadership role, but then I learned it in a hard way that, like, relationships and trust are the one which keeps the business going.
As the CEO of Supernilla, what decisions are you feeling like only you should be making? In which ones are you like giving to the team? Like which ones are you definitely pushing down to the rest of your team behind you to make?
So one thing I'm very, very, very kind of strict on this one, in my own habitual standpoint. Talk to the customer. You
Mm,
as a owner, you as a leader, you as a decision maker, you should be close to the customer. The more you're close to the customer, the more you understand the pain point of the customer, you can build a better product. You cannot just
mm,
build a product by assuming things. You may be building product which is not even relevant to the customer problem pain points. So
yeah.
understand the pain point. In order to understand the pain point, you may have to have a constant conversations, offer them a coffee, or uh, ask for a coffee chat. Like, don't just ask for their pain points, just gel into their like a day-to-day life. How's it going, how the business, and how's your family, what kids are doing, right? Like, so they open up. So this needs some practice, this needs some kind of like a inner drive to do that. So,
Hmm.
so your question, what I would keep is definitely the relationship with the customers, understanding the pain points. I will keep it. Of course, the building, anyone could build it, but with the right information, right? Like, how I'm
Mm,
passing this pain points or information to my team so that they can build a better products. This is where quite challenging as well. Oftentimes I also bring my team member with me when I'm meeting with customers, so that person knows what's going on, what the actual pain points,
mm.
build a better product. Yeah.
I love it. I mean, I think that's I think that's a hidden key because we're all leaning on Chat GPT or the AI to help us learn, right? And help us frame things. Um, But as leaders, I think you hit on a very special thing there because taking the junior person along with you to be part of the conversation so that they can feel it and hear it from you is something so magical. It's this internship, this like blacksmith intern thing from the Middle Ages or something. Like, I think that's missing in today's world a little bit too much. So
Yeah.
I really love that you mentioned that. And I'm curious, like we'll wrap up this leadership segment here, but two more questions. Like, how has your definition of success changed since the beginning of the company? Multiple pivots here. Like,
Right.
how are
Right.
you defining success?
So to be honest, right, like, I left my corporate career, salary, everything, just to kind of follow my passion and really, really like come back. to my mission, right? What's my mission? My mission is very clear. Like, I want to help local businesses to thrive. I want
Mhm.
local economies to thrive. I see a huge disconnects here from where the world is going with AI and technologies and enterprises versus what the small businesses really need, right? Like,
Mhm.
so I would not. Success is like not a milestone. I mean, like, success is not the end game; it's a milestone. So it pivot is part of the success too. You cannot move forward uh, within every single step if you're looking for a success, right? Like, you
Mm.
have to kind of like come up with a mindset of, what, it's going to be a hard rock game. It's a journey. It's not a race. It's a journey. You may stop here, take a breath, look back, assess yourself, and progress, right? Like, success to me is like how I can help small businesses. Are they getting value? That is what
Mhm.
success is. To me, the success is not about MRR or ARR. My success is purely depend on whether my customers are getting value.
I love it. But I think if you reframe it a little bit, what I'm hearing throughout our conversation today is that small businesses and the future of small businesses is not more software to manage, right? It's AI that can do the work so that the owner can focus on the work that they actually love. Like, none of us started a small business because we're like, oh, I can't wait to do marketing and sales, right? They started it because they wanted to be a chiropractor or a window washer or a house builder, or, you know what I mean? Like, those are the things that they wanted to do. And then they get sucked into, oh, I have to balance the books and I have to do marketing and I have to manage employees, and all those things are not stuff that they wanted to do. So
Right.
I love that, and I think that's the mission that you're secretly on, and it's totally worth building. So
Thank you.
Arun, thank you for being on the show today. How do people get in touch with you, find Supernilla, and connect?
Thanks so much, Brian. Really appreciate it for your time and a lot of nice questions. The best way to reach out to me, you can find me on LinkedIn. My name is Arun Thachi, or you can go to my website, supernilla.com, supernila.com. And you can email me directly, Arun at supernilla.com. You can directly chat, and I'll give my time. Happy to chat, happy to learn from you, happy to contribute any way I can.
I love it. Perfect. We're going to make sure that Supernilla and all of Arun's links are in the show notes down below, so you can click straight through. To everybody out there, if you know a home service business owner who's exhausted of trying to be their own marketing team, please share this episode and get them in touch with Arun. If you're a founder building AI for the people in the industry that keeps ignoring this conversation, for people that are in this industry as well, this is a conversation that I think is being ignored, and you should share this episode with them too. So please follow the AI with Bri podcast, leave us a review, and check out all the other ways to connect with Arun in the show notes down below. Again, I am Brian Denstead. You have been listening to AI with Bri. And remember that the future doesn't wait. So get out there and learn, leverage, and lead. And we'll see you next week. This episode of AI with Bri was hosted and produced by me, Brian Denstead. Produced with help from Nancy Velasquez and Kelly Lopez. Video by Leo Moralina. Sound AI generated. Find us on all platforms at AI with Bri and visit ai.bri.net for more. Learn, leverage, lead.